AFC East Buffalo Bills, the original Tuck Rule game, 2001, Week 2 versus Patriots. Before Brady's infamous Tuck Rule playoff game, there was this. Drew Bledsoe, not Tom Brady, was under center. He fumbled, or so it seemed, but the refs pulled the rule book, declared it incomplete. Bills fans were stunned. The Patriots won in OT, and guess who took over the next week after Bledsoe got hurt? Brady. This phantom call was quietly scrubbed from national packages and used internally as guidance. The NFL doesn't even mention it when they explain the Tuck Rule's history. Miami Dolphins, the Jets collapse. 2018, Week 9. The Dolphins were up 30-10 on the lowly Jets. Ryan Tannehill was sharp. The defense was flying. Then came the third quarter. A string of pick sixes, special teams gaffes, and blown coverages led to the Jets scoring 34 unanswered points. The game was so bad, CBS cut away from the broadcast in some markets. Miami erased footage of it from their website days later. This wasn't just a loss, it was a total organizational failure. New England Patriots, 31-0 blowout to start and end 2003 season. Everyone remembers the Patriots winning the Super Bowl in 2003, but do you remember how they started? With a 31-0 beatdown from the Buffalo Bills. It was the same game they cut Pro Bowl safety lawyer Malloy, and he joined Buffalo just in time to help destroy his former team. The NFL quietly ignores this ugly bookend to a dynasty season. New York Jets, Marino's fake spike, 1994, Week 13. It's a classic moment for Dolphins fans, and a haunting one for the Jets. Marino fakes the spike, throws the game-winning TD, and the Jets' defense freezes like statues. The Jets were 6-5 and in the playoff hunt. After this, they lost every remaining game. No Jets documentary ever shows this. Not even the stadium footage archive includes the final angle. AFC North Baltimore Ravens, the Billy Cundiff Shank 2011 AFC Championship, Ravens versus Patriots, tied 20-20. Lee Evans drops the game-winning TD. Then Cundiff, one of the most accurate kickers that season, misses a chip shot 32-yard field goal to tie it. Total collapse. The NFL cut the missed kick from their Super Bowl highlight DVDs. Cundiff never kicked for the Ravens again. Cincinnati Bengals, 2005, wild card versus Steelers. Carson Palmer gets taken out by Kimo von Oelhoffen's low hit. Torn ACL, Bengals fans. Say it was a bounty hit. The NFL never investigated. The Bengals never recovered that game. Their Super Bowl window slammed shut before it opened. You won't find this in any great rivalry compilations. Cleveland Browns, the Bottlegate. Game, 2001, Browns versus Jaguars, late fourth quarter. Browns convert on fourth down, then the refs review the previous play after the snap. Reverse the call. Browns fans lose it. Beer bottles fly onto the field. The game is called early, then resumed after 20 minutes. It was so chaotic the NFL banned certain replay procedures the next year, but they never really admitted fault. Pittsburgh Steelers, the Tebow game, 2011 wild card. Nobody wants to remember this, especially not the Steelers. 8 seconds into OT, Tebow throws a slant to Demaryius Thomas. 80 yards, touchdown, game over. The NFL had no camera on the backfield. NFL Films barely covered it. It was supposed to be an easy Steelers win. Instead, it became the meme game of the decade. AFC South Houston Texans, 30-0 shutout versus Chiefs, 2016 wild card. Brian Hoyer had 5 turnovers. 5. The Texans never scored a point. At home, in the playoffs, the crowd booed every possession. The NFL removed this game from wildcard classics. It was so bad, even Texans fans don't argue about it. Indianapolis Colts, DeflateGate game, 2014 AFC Championship. The Colts lost 45-7 to the Patriots, but the focus wasn't on the score. It was on PSI, deflated balls, rule bending. Tom Brady was suspended. The NFL launched a full investigation and never fully clarified its findings. This wasn't just a loss. It launched the league's biggest controversy since Spygate. No one replays the game, just the scandal. Jacksonville Jaguars, 2015 London Debacle versus Chargers. The Jags were marketed as the home team in London, a chance to grow the game. They lost 45-10, empty seats, missed assignments. Blake Bortles threw 2 pick sixes. The game was so ugly, the NFL stopped airing Jags games live in Europe for a year. Tennessee Titans. Music City Miracle. From the other side, 1999 wild card. We always hear about how amazing the lateral was. But what about Buffalo? The Titans' miracle knocked them out of the playoffs on one of the most controversial plays ever. Was it a forward lateral? Depends on the camera angle. The NFL has never released the sideline audio. Bills fans still believe it was rigged. AFC West Denver Broncos. 55-10 Super Bowl loss to 49ers. SB 50. The worst Super Bowl blowout in NFL history. Montana carved up the Broncos defense. Elway looked lost. The NFL has never rebroadcast the full game. Even NFL Films cuts it down to 5 minutes. Total humiliation. Kansas City Chiefs, no punt game loss, 2003. Colts versus Chiefs. Neither team punted. The Chiefs had one of the best defenses in NFL history, and they still lost 38-31. The defense couldn't stop a slant route. NFL analysts never bring it up when talking about Priest Holmes or Trent Green. Las Vegas Raiders, tuck, rule, 2001 divisional round, Brady fumbles. Charles Woodson forces it. Raiders recover, game over or not. The tuck rule is enforced. The Patriots go on to win. Raiders fans have never recovered. Neither has NFL credibility. The rule was erased from the books in 2013. Los Angeles Chargers, 2006, divisional versus Patriots, 14-2 Chargers. MVP LaDainian Tomlinson, home field, everything lined up. Then Marlon McCree intercepts Brady and fumbles it right back. The Chargers lose. Marty Schottenheimer is fired. The Patriots dynasty marches on. The NFL never released the locker room audio. NFC East Dallas. Cowboys. Tony Romo's botched snap. 2006 wild card. Romo leads a game-winning drive. All they need is a short field goal. He mishandles the snap. Game over. Seahawks win. Romo is left sitting alone on the turf, stunned. The NFL quietly left the play out of some highlight packages. America's team. America's collapse. New York Giants, 62-7 lost to Saints, 2011. This wasn't just a loss, it was domination. Breeze threw for over 350 yards. The Giants gave up 7 touchdowns. The NFL Network aired the replay once, then never again. Even Giants fans think this one should be buried. Philadelphia Eagles, the tie game, 2008 versus Bengals. It wasn't a blowout, it wasn't a loss, it was just awkward. Donovan McNabb played overtime like he didn't know the rules, literally. He admitted it in the post-game presser. The NFL quickly buried the clip. It was embarrassing. Washington Commanders, Monday Night Massacre. 2010 versus Eagles. Michael Vick returned to national television and dropped a 6-touchdown bomb on Washington. Final score, 59-28 on Monday Night Football at home. Vic had more touchdowns than Washington had completions. ESPN barely touched it in retrospectives. NFL Films never included it in Vic's highlight doc. NFC North Chicago Bears. Double doink, 2018 wild card. Cody Parkey hits the upright and the crossbar. The Bears lose to the Eagles, one of the most iconic failures in NFL playoff history. But what most people don't know, it was actually tipped. Detroit Lions, 0-16 season finale, 2008. The Lions became the first team to go 0-16. They lost their final game 31-21 to the Packers. No trick plays, no drama, just quiet failure. The NFL never aired the game again. Green Bay Packers, 2014 NFC Championship collapse, up 19-7 with 5 minutes left. They lose in OT. It started with a failed onside kick recovery. The collapse was total. Aaron Rodgers barely got the ball again. NFL Films showed one camera angle in their recap. That's it. It's one of the most dramatic collapses ever, and the NFL treated it like a footnote. Minnesota. Vikings, 41-0 versus Giants, 2000 NFC Championship, with Randy Moss, with Dante Culpepper, with everything going their way. The Vikings got shut out, 41-0. The Giants didn't even break a sweat. The NFL has never included this game in any Vikings retrospective. NFC South Atlanta Falcons, 28-3, 2016 Super Bowl LI. You know it. Everyone does. But the NFL rarely shows the entire game. Only the comeback. Matt Ryan took 5 sacks. The Falcons refused to run, and Brady carved them up. It was the greatest choke in sports history. Carolina Panthers, Super Bowl 50, meltdown Cam Newton's MVP season. ended with one of the weirdest fumbles ever, and a refusal to dive for the ball. The offense collapsed. The defense lost steam. The Broncos defense dominated. The NFL quietly buried Cam's post-game behavior. It never made the NFL top 100. New Orleans Saints, River City Relay, plus missed XP, 2003 versus Jaguars. They pull off one of the greatest multilateral TDs ever, then miss the extra point. They needed a win to make the playoffs. Instead, they missed both the point and the postseason. The NFL used the play in highlight reels, but never the full ending. NFC West Arizona Cardinals, the Monday Night Meltdown, 2012 versus Seahawks. Final score, 58-0, at home. They committed 8 turnovers. The Seahawks ran for 280 yards. The Cardinals fired their entire coaching staff by the end of the season. NFL Game Pass never featured the broadcast again. Los Angeles Rams, the 2018 Super Bowl snooze fest 13-3, lowest scoring Super Bowl ever. McVay got out-coached. Goff looked like a rookie. The Patriots only scored 1 TD. The NFL marketed it as a defensive duel, but fans called it a snooze fest. San Francisco 49ers, 2013 NFC Championship versus Seahawks. Richard Sherman tips the ball. Malcolm Smith intercepts it. Then Sherman calls Michael Crabtree a sorry receiver in the postgame. The moment went viral, but not in the way the NFL likes. They muted Sherman's postgame rant on NFL.com for months. Seattle Seahawks. Super Bowl X likes pass play. You're on the 1-yard line. You have Marshawn Lynch. You throw it. It's picked. Game over. Dynasty over. The most second-guessed call in NFL history. The NFL has shown it 1,000 times, but they rarely show the angle of Lynch pacing in disbelief.